just went live on Amazon. So we've got a couple people here from Facebook and YouTube. Welcome, welcome. I am so excited to be here tonight because I love Father's Day, because I have the most amazing dad. And so I always have so much fun thinking of what to get him. Um, if you know me at all, you know how much I love finding sort of those hidden gem products, those gifts, those kind of outside the box clever things. And I think Father's Day, sometimes it's hard to buy for guys. So it's hard to come up with those things. So I spend a lot of time, not just right before Father's Day, but kind of year round looking for these great Father's Day items. And so I've been doing that. This is no different than any other year. And I do have some products that I'm going to show you tonight that are ones that I have maybe shown you in years past, because there are sort of go-to gifts for guys that I love. And so in case you're new to my channel, so these will be new to you, but I'm also adding a whole bunch. I found so many new ones that I am in love with. So this should be especially fun. And I think I have close to 20 different products. I have sifted through the noise of Amazon. There are so many products. It's just so hard to know what's good and what's not, and so hard to find those really good ones. And so I have spent a lot of time sifting through them and come up with, I narrowed it down to 20, but I may do another one and then another one all on Father's Day, because I could have filled the carousel a couple more times. So I'm really happy that you're here, and I'm excited to show you all the ones that I picked. And again, as always, these are all things that I've tried, I've used, I love, I've gifted before. There was one that I really wanted to put in the carousel so badly, and I was so excited about it because I know it'll be so fun for you guys to see. And it's sold out. So I'm hoping they bring it back. And if they do, then I have to do a whole new another episode just for that item. So in case you are new here, I am Marcy McKenna, and this is my channel, Living Beautifully Over 50. Not that that really has anything to do with this particular episode, but just a little housekeeping. I'm doing a giveaway tonight. I love doing giveaways. So what I do is I do the giveaway at the end of the show. So pay attention, because I'm going to ask, or I'm going to talk about lots of different things. And then at the end, I'm going to see who is paying attention. And the first person that can answer my question about something that I talked about earlier in the show is going to win a Father's Day giveaway. So I just might take care of your gifting for you tonight. So I'm so happy you're here for that. And if you have not already signed up to follow my storefront, please do that, because by doing that, you will be entered into all of my giveaways, but definitely tonight's. And so you're just going to hit that follow button. And the other great thing that happens is by being a follower, you'll always be notified when I go live. So you'll know what the topic is. And if it's interesting to you, something that you're shopping for, then of course I'd love for you to join. But if not, that's okay too. At least you knew about it. So that is great. The other thing I want to say is how much I love the chat. I might love it more than the average person, because many of you know that I do have a product line on HSN. So I've been doing actually HSN and QVC for years. And so there is that's part of what I love about live shopping, is I do have that interaction to a degree at HSN and QVC when people call in, but that's becoming fewer and further between, because very few people call anymore. People are online. So when I discovered Amazon Live and I realized that I could actually connect with you guys real time, and you could ask me questions, and we can get to know each other, I just fell in love with that. And so I just really do want to encourage you. Feel free to chime in with any chats that you have, any questions, if you want to see something closer. Maybe there's a fabulous Father's Day gift that you know of that I don't have in my carousel or on my storefront, and I would love to know about that. So without any further ado, I'm going to just dive in, because I have so many things to show you. And the very first one in the carousel, and I will say, in case you're new to Amazon Live, in case you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can continue watching where you are. The only limitation there is that you're not able to click on the product and see the details and the pricing and all of that. I'll try to give it all to you anyway, and you'll see the products because I have them all here. But if you did want more detail, you might want to watch it over on the Amazon platform. And so to do that, you would just go to my storefront, which is amazon.com/shop/Marcy McKenna. So I would invite you to do that if you want to, or you can shop afterward. Either way. So, and then the carousel, if you don't know what that is, because when my mom first started watching, she said, "What the heck is a carousel?" That is where all the products are that I'm going to be showing you tonight. And I always highlight the one that I'm talking about so you know where we are in the segment. But to me, this is just such a fun way to shop. I mean, I love it so much. So I'm so glad you're here. And if you're new, I'm glad you discovered Amazon Live. And I'm getting ready to do Pinterest TV also. So that's going to be super fun. I'm doing that on June 8th is my debut episode. So I would love for you to join me over there also. It's at 7 p.m. West Coast time. And I'll be posting that on my social media and all of that as well. So let's dive into the first one. Now, this is by a company that I love, and you've probably heard me talk about them before. The company is Genius Pack, and I've actually become very close with them over the years because I reached out to them unsolicited when I discovered a carry-on bag that they had that I thought was phenomenal, and I'm going to show you that. But and then I later came to find out that that was just the tip of the iceberg. They have so many fabulous travel items for men that are so innovative. And me being an inventor, I really appreciate those cool little features that make life easier. And Genius Pack is called Genius for a reason, and you're about to see. So, I mean, every guy needs a great duffel, right? I mean, duffel bags are kind of a staple, whether they go to the gym. Maybe you're getting a Father's Day present for a son who is, I don't know, travels a lot, goes, weekenders, is in college, whatever it might be. But every guy loves a duffel bag. But the problem is, I find duffel bags to be very disorganized. It's just like this black hole, and it's, everything gets wrinkled inside. And I would never dream of putting a men's suit in a duffel bag, God forbid. But Genius Pack created what I think is the most innovative duffel that I have ever seen. And you're seeing it here, and I know it's black, so it's kind of hard to see all the different features of it. So I'm going to show you a little video. But what I want to say about this is the features go on and on. But the one that I love the most is that on the bottom here, this unzips. And believe it or not, there is a built-in garment bag that unfolds. So you can actually put a hanging suit or dress shirt or pants or anything, and it folds up perfectly. The way it's designed, it minimizes wrinkling. So for the first time, if you're going to the gym, you could actually have a suit in the duffel bag with you. And then beyond that, it has a built-in umbrella. It has a laundry chute, right here, that has patented laundry compression technology. So what happens is, and you can see the valve right there. So when this unzips, this is going to be the laundry chute right here. So the laundry goes into this compartment down here, and there's a bag that goes underneath. And what you can do is you're going to zip this up to go, and then inside you roll the laundry, and it compresses it, and the air is expelled out of the valve here. So it's going to compress the laundry by up to 75%. So it's going to free up space in the bag if they're putting wet things, dirty laundry, but it can double as a shoe compartment as well. And then up top, there's a panel that I like to call the smart panel because it's just so thoughtfully designed. There are icons telling you what goes where, from the socks to the underwear. There's a built-in packing list. There is a pocket that's designed just for charging your devices so you can charge them inside the bag. There's the removable shoulder strap. What else? So much on here. So it's just such a smart, such a fabulous duffel bag, weekender, you name it. And let me show you that video that I was talking about because let's see here. Now, when I play this video, I believe I'm not allowed to talk, or it doesn't allow me to talk over it. So let's just double check that. So you're just going to watch it. It'll go for just a few seconds, but you'll get to see how the garment bag works. So here we go. Oops. Oh, I stopped it. Here we go. How cool is that? I love it. Let's see. Nice, cumbersome. You know what? I'm thinking you mean that the garment bag is cumbersome. It's much easier than it looks, because when I saw it and it just unfolded and opened, I was like, oh my gosh. And so I put a dress in it and it worked perfectly. So I gave this to my dad probably 2 or 3 years ago. and he loves it. It's just so great. And I also think with graduation right now, high school graduation, college graduation, such a great gift. So, things that I'm showing you today, if you know guys that are graduating, so many of these gifts can double as graduation gifts. So keep that in mind. Okay, so let's move on to number two. Number two is the carry-on version of that I was talking about. Now, this carry-on has what I counted to be about 17 features that make it completely different than any other carry-on bag, really. And so many of the features that you just saw in the duffel bag are incorporated into the carry-on. Let me grab it. And I should start by saying that the quality is phenomenal. Travel and Leisure voted this best carry-on bag. This is, oh gosh, I forget the color, what it's called. Shoot, I forget what color it is, but it's really cool. It's almost like a khaki gray, like a slate in a way. But when you look at the zippers, the self-repairing zippers, they're just those ultra thick. The detailing, the handle is that memory foam handle that's just so comfortable and easy to carry. Another handle here, which I love, another handle on the bottom. It's got those ultra smooth spinning wheels that, when you're going through the airport, you can literally roll it using one finger. It's incredible. So just the quality alone, but let's look at the features. So for starters, when I'm in the airport, I always either have a water bottle, a coffee, some kind of beverage with me. I love that they put a built-in beverage holder. So you can stick a water bottle in here. You can stick a cup of Starbucks coffee in here, and then your hands free going through the airport. I use this all the time. I've gifted this to, I don't even know how many guys I've gifted this to. And this is one of those bags that every feature, at first you think, oh God, there's so many, it's kind of ridiculous. But you use every feature. And until you use it, you don't realize how amazing it is. This is one of my very favorite features right there. Now, here's another one that I love. And as you can see, again, the icon's telling you what goes where. But this is a built-in umbrella. And I don't have the umbrella in here, but it fits right in here, comes with it. It is ultralight. I think it's 3 ounces, so it adds like no weight. You don't even know it's there. But when it starts raining, you're so glad it's there. And especially when you're traveling and you maybe forgot to pack an umbrella and then it's raining and they jack up the prices at the airport, well, you always have one with you. So I love that. And I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Kmart Kelly. Hello, Kelly. And what was I going to say about the umbrella? Anyway, another great feature. But let's keep going. Let's keep going with the tour. On this side, again, like the backpack, in case you missed the backpack, or I'm sorry, the duffel, laundry compression technology. So here is the built-in laundry chute. So when I travel, this goes into the closet, and this right here is the laundry chute, and it just stands upright. And when you have dirty clothes, they go right into the laundry chute. And then again, from the inside, you can roll that laundry, you pull the compression straps, and it condenses the laundry by up to 75%, freeing up space inside for all those souvenirs or whatever you buy on your trip. And then that air, when it gets compressed, is expelled out of this valve, which is the patented valve. So cool. And then even on the back here, you're seeing this little retractable strap. That's for a jacket. So this is a jacket wrap that wraps over the top. You can lay a jacket on here, and then it's secured to the bag. So you never have to worry about it falling off or you leaving it behind at the restaurant. It's all secured in place. So it really is sort of that, like, think free travel. Like, they have thought of everything, so you don't have to. And so it just creates such a seamless travel experience. It's amazing. And then here's a pocket. This is like the tech pocket, where there's a pocket designed to hold the charger, so you can actually be charging your devices inside the bag. And then I use this for magazines, anything I'm working on, files, things like that would go in there. There's another pocket on the back. It just goes on and on. And then inside, again, it's that smart panel where there's dedicated pockets for everything. There's the built-in packing list. And then the compression straps, it just goes on and on. So this is, in my opinion, and not just my opinion, Travel and Leisure agrees with me, it is the best carry-on bag I've ever seen. And I just cannot recommend it enough. And it does have a 5-year warranty, so they stand behind it. But I will tell you, you don't need it. I've had mine for so long. So is my dad. So is my brother. And they all look like they're brand new. And they use them all the time. My son has one at college that brings it back and forth. So again, great Father's Day gift, but also a great graduation gift for high school, for college, great wedding gift for the honeymoon, you name it. Rita, yay! Love the luggage. I have it in your brand. Oh, I'm so glad. What color do you have? So what happened is I ended up working with Genius Pack to create my own version. So some of the features that I'm loving about this, I said, can we add these into my bag? And then can I add, and I added all these other features onto my bag. So we worked together, which was super fun. So like I said, I love them. They're a great, great company. Okay, moving on. Let's get into, oh, you got the purple, the aubergine. I love the aubergine. So stunning. I want to say I started out with 4 colors when we launched, and I was surprised. I thought that because purple is, kind of a different color when it comes to luggage. So I was a little wondering, I thought that would be the last to sell out. I think it was the first to sell out, which was really interesting to me. And the matching purple makeup bag. Awesome. Okay, so let's move into some fun stuff. Now, some of you guys will think, I don't know what you guys are going to think, but I love giving these as gifts to guys. But I also started giving them as gifts to girls because I love wearing them. I think they are the coolest thing. When I discovered them, I saw them online and I thought, oh my gosh, if those look as good in person as they do in the pictures, this is going to be my new go-to gift. So I ordered them and they surpassed any expectation I had, not only in the way they look, how real they look, because I'm about to show you a pair of PJ pants that are faux denim. And so it looks like they're these, sort of rugged, what do you call it? Distressed jeans. But the reality is so here they are. These are Paul Frank. And so it's that, distressed jean look with the pockets, everything, the drawstring. But the reality is this is like the softest, most sort of lightweight pair of PJs. When you put them on, I mean, I'm in love. Like I said, I bought them for all the guys in my family, but I put them on. I got a small pair for my son, Colin, and I was in love. And then my son, Jack's girlfriend loved them, so I got her them. They're just so fun to gift. They're always such a hit because who would expect? They have real pockets, which you got to have pockets in your PJs. So that's super fun. But it's the comfort. So not only is it that wow gift that gets a laugh every single time, but they're just so ultra comfortable that they actually get used and worn and people love them. So if you have that guy in your life that's hard to buy for, that loves just kind of lounging around the house in PJs, the great thing about these is that when they're wearing them, you can walk the dog in these, you can go out and get the paper in these because it looks like you're wearing jeans, even though they're PJs. I guess they're PJs. They could be anything. Loungewear, we'll say. So anyway, I am so in love with these. I hope you guys like them as much as I do. Look at the holes in the knees. I mean, so clever. So that's one of my very favorites, I gotta say. Here's another one. This one is such a hit. I don't know how many I have left, but I bought about 20 of them. And because it is one of those gifts that you just keep on hand for when you're in a pinch, when you need a host gift, when you have a guy's birthday and you thought, oh, I just want to get him a little something. And, it's last minute, that kind of a thing. I bought these, sort of embarrassed to say, but I bought these for all my son's friends who are in college when they went off to college. And they should not be drinking beer that early because most of them were 18 at the time. So I said, this is for soda. And then when you turn 21, you can use it for beer. Now, this is an item from a company that I'm in love with, another one, Corksicle. And I love them for lots of reasons, but they do everything so perfectly. The quality is so perfect. The presentation of every one of their items is, I always know that it's going to come inside of an amazing looking box that's always very giftable. So again, just so high quality. I mean, when you see the presentation, you just know that. So this is a brand that I really get behind, not only for that, but they're so innovative with their products. And I'll show you with this one. So this is called the Decapitator. So here it is. It's a great price point. It's under $20. So it is that item that's just an easy gift to give. So my son had so many friends graduating with him, and I thought, I can't spend a bundle on every one of these guys. So I bought a bunch of these, and they were such a hit. So the way they work, I'm not sure if you can see in here, but it's sort of there's a magnetic device in here, and it is a bottle opener. And what happens is it goes on top of the bottle, and then I don't know if you can hear that, but it just presses down like that, and the cap comes off. I just happen to have a bottle of Corona here with me, so we're going to use that. So again, I'm just putting it on top like that. I have to have it on the table, but you're not going to be able to see it as well, but that's okay. And then I push down, and just like that, there's the cap, there's the open bottle. How cool is that? And so what happens though is it's so fun, excuse me, it's so fun to do that they just keep opening all these bottles of beer. And then of course you got to drink the beer, and you know how that goes. But anyway, this is one, if you're going to a barbecue and you need this sort of a last minute host gift, such a great item that is just always a hit and becomes sort of a conversation piece at the party. Really, really fun. So again, that is the Decapitator by Corksicle. So for all of those guys in your life that maybe it's not your dad or it's not your husband, but you want to get them a little something. Maybe it's your brother or your uncle or whoever it is, your grandfather. And if they drink beer, or even if they don't, because you can use it for any kind of bottle. So it's very cool. The Corksicle. It sounds like everybody's loving that. Hello, hello, hello. Lots of people on. So good to see everybody again. Wolf Hunter is asking how I'm doing. I'm doing fabulous. I'm doing fabulous because I'm so happy to be here. I've been collecting all these Father's Day gifts and been so excited to show them to everybody. And so I'm sort of a kid in a candy store tonight with all of these items. So here's another one that's super fun. And this is another one that I sought out when I discovered it a few years ago. I created a video for it because I thought it was so fabulous and so smart. And it happened to be around Father's Day when I discovered it. And this is a company called Grill Lights, another company that is just rock solid. All their products are, the creme de la creme when it comes to quality, but also so innovative. And I love innovation and, just those very clever wow gifts that solve a problem, but are also, really fun and again, a conversation starter. So these are, so if you have a griller in your life, these are barbecue tools, but they're not. And so they're the highest quality. They feel like restaurant grade tools, the real stainless steel, very sturdy, just awesome, just by itself. But the magic is that they're called grill lights because they have lights, actual flashlights built into them. So if you are grilling at nighttime, burgers, steak, whatever it is, it can get so frustrating when you can't see on the grill to know if things are being done. I haven't used these this year, so I don't know. They did work. So there you go. So it's a very bright light, but it's designed to illuminate the food perfectly so that you are getting a true sense of whether it's done or not. So these are very high quality lights, and they do come off, if I can remember how, so that you can wash the tools, that is, without the flashlight. But now I'm forgetting how to, it's been a year. It's been since last summer that I've used it. Anyway, trust me that they come out. And so what's kind of cool is if you're camping, you can use it as, it comes out, and that can be a flashlight when you're going to the bathroom or whatever. So I love that. And this set that I have in the carousel is a set of two. So it's the tongs, and it's like, to me, these are the, the two tools that everybody uses. It's like, you got to have this when you're barbecuing, is the tongs and the spatula. So I love that they have that set. Again, both of them super high quality. Both of them have the built-in flashlight. Let me see if this one works from last year. Yes, it does. And this is another one of those companies where if you have any issues, I don't care if it's 5 years, 6 years later, they will replace them. They so stand behind their products. And I also threw in the carousel their grill mat because I think it's so smart. If you haven't used a grill mat before, they've been around for a while, but I find that so many people don't know about them. So here it is. It's the Grill Light grill mat. I'm seeing it's showing up backwards there, but that's okay. And what it is it's a silicone mat actually it comes with two, that you lay on top of the grill so that you don't have the messy cleanup when you're done grilling for two reasons. So here's why I love it, because whenever we are grilling in public, maybe down at the beach, maybe camping on, those public grills, God knows who cooked before you and what they cooked on that grill. And yes, you can try to clean it, but who wants to do that? So if I'm camping, I can bring one of these, or if I go down to the beach and we're grilling, or the park, and you just put it on top of the grill, and you know that your food is going onto a perfectly clean silicone mat, and it's designed that it's ultra thin, so you're still getting those great grill marks. It's like no different than if you're actually on the grill, except it's clean. And then when you're done, it's a no mess cleanup, because all you have to do is fold it up, and you can take it over and wash it down. It can go into the dishwasher even if you happen to be home. But we use it at home also. So it's not just about not wanting to put your food on a yucky grill, but I hate barbecue cleanup. So using this just does away with that completely, which is so nice. And also things aren't falling through the grates. So I like to grill out, the veggies and all of that. And so I do that right here on the grill mat. So let me highlight that there in the carousel. So there you go. So really, really recommend those, whether you're getting the grill lights or not. Like, these are just so handy to have. And you know what? I have given those as hostess gifts when we go to barbecues. Sometimes, like, you always bring a bottle of wine or something, and you want to do something a little different. So showing up with grill mats rolled up with a little bow around it, they always appreciate it so much, because it's actually so thoughtful, because it makes their grilling and their cleanup and all of that easier. So that's a fun thing to think about too. And speaking of bringing a usual bottle of wine, which, sometimes we always end up doing because it's easy, but it's not that fun to do that. And you just feel like everybody does that. So when I discovered this, that you're seeing there highlighted, this is what I call a wine puzzle box. Let me see if I can reach it. It's so fun, so cool. So this is it. So you gift it to them in this puzzle, and you can't get the bottle of wine out until you solve the puzzle. And it's a tough one to solve, and it comes with directions of how to set it up, which I've got right here. And then, of course, it has directions of how to solve it, because God forbid you can't get to the wine when you want to. But instead of just bringing that ordinary bottle of wine in a gift bag, like, how fun to show up with this. And then it becomes this fun thing that everybody at the party starts doing. And it's just so memorable. And then it is, I hate to say it, but it is one of those things that ends up, I think, getting regifted, because it's so fun to give. So I love it, love it, love it. And this one, I've seen a few of them. I ordered a couple of them off Amazon, and the quality just wasn't something that I would feel good gifting. This one is. And I don't know if you can see, like, look at the craftsmanship, how nice that is. It's beautiful. And then all the little pieces of it, it's just so pretty. So it makes such a beautiful gift. And when I'm thinking of Father's Day, putting a really nice, if you have a dad or a grandpa or whoever it is that loves wine, and they have their favorite bottle, to get their favorite bottle and put it inside this as a gift, I think is super fun. Busy says, that's neat. I have a brother-in-law that loves puzzles. Perfect. My son is like that. My son loves those little brain teaser kind of things. He's not a wine drinker yet, but when I saw this, I immediately thought of him. So anyway, I love that one. Now, we've done a couple travel items, but I have a couple small little travel items that I want to show you guys. Let me move this up the camera. That I think are really fun gifts to give to anybody, but for Father's Day, definitely. Again, it's sometimes guys are so hard to buy for, and so hard to think of, what would they like? But with people traveling again, I'm finding it really fun to give travel gifts, because people are so excited, especially in summertime, whether it's a weekender or whether it's a big trip to Europe or whatever it might be. But my favorite, probably I might have to say my favorite travel find of the year. Yep, I think I would say this is it. Is this pillow that I discovered. Now, I am one that has never really understood those neck pillows. Like, to me, they're so awkward looking. And I always see people carrying through in the airport. I'm like, can you really sleep in that? And then even like just how to carry it through the airport or to attach it to your bag or whatever. This one is memory foam. First of all, look at how cushy it is. And it's bendable, customizable. to whatever your comfort level is and however you like to sleep. Now, I'm someone that likes to sleep against the window. So when I discovered this, I thought I had died and gone to heaven. Because, so first of all, because it's that memory foam, it is so ultra comfortable. It's completely rounded. It's not the molded, weird shapes that so many of them are. So it's just perfect. But if I want to lean against a window, I can go like this and be up against the window. And for the very first time, I can actually comfortably sleep on an airplane. And I forgot it one time and I went into a panic because once you get used to traveling with this, I look forward to my sleep time on planes now that I have this pillow. And I think of this not just for airplanes, but cars. Like if you have kids that sleep in the back of the car and you always see them, their heads are flopping over, or they're trying to lay against the door and it's just so uncomfortable. The fact that they can bend it however they want is so nice. And then I do have a back that tends to give me issues. I also sometimes will wear it around my back as lumbar support. Even here in my office, I do that sometimes in my chair, and it just feels so good. So this guy is a winner. It's affordable. It's under $25. So it's just an easy gift to give to men, to women, to kids, adults, you name it. And if you're getting one for someone, you've got to get one for yourself because you will fall in love. I love it. And this cover just comes off and pops right into the washer. And again, it's like that t-shirt jersey, like kind of your favorite pair of sweats that you put on. This is it. Like it's that same material, that's super soft, comfortable. So this travel pillow is my favorite new travel find of the year. I don't think it's actually new this year, but it was new to me this year. So I was really excited to share it with you. And I've shared it in a lot of different episodes, but when I thought of Father's Day, I think it's a great, especially if you're planning on going on a summer vacation or if he's a business traveler. Perfect. Okay. Another little fun one that I thought was a very clever invention is this guy right here. And I'm highlighted it. So this is, the black never shows up on camera. Sorry about that. But this slides over the handle of your luggage. And I love that it's got the two cups. So if you don't have the Genius Pack luggage that has the built-in beverage holder, you can slide this over your luggage and you've got two cup holders, which is so handy. And then there's even mesh pockets on the outside of each cup holder. So you could put a cell phone in there. You could put, what else do you need? Your plane tickets in there, your passport if you wanted, but I wouldn't do that. I would put it on the back because there's also a zippered pocket back here. So all of those things that you need, that you need to get access to when you're going through the airport are so handy because they're just attached to that carry-on luggage. So I just love that it turns a simple handle into something so organized and functional and that it's so affordable. So it's just kind of that little fun add-on gift that you can give someone. Maybe you got them luggage and you want to give them a little something extra, or if they're a business traveler or something and you're just getting them a little something. Maybe it's not your dad or, someone that close, but you want to give them a little something. This is kind of a perfect item for that. So there you go. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, this is a fun one too. So many good ones. Now this one I have, and so I brought mine, but so this probably, some men would like this color, but in the carousel, you'll see that it's in black. I brought it in mine, which I love. This color is so pretty. But what this is, as you're seeing there, you're seeing 4 different triangles that come together. When I unsnap it, it opens up and is actually a glasses organizer carrier. Basically you can travel with, it has 4 compartments. I can put up to 8 pairs of glasses in here because you can put 2 pairs of glasses in each one. They're so roomy. And if you put them back to back so that the lens itself is against this ultra soft lining. So you can definitely fit 2 pair in there. And then it's got this Velcro strap that secures it in place. And if this is somebody who doesn't want to travel with 4 pairs of glasses, which I would imagine a lot of people don't, but they can be used for anything. So what I did, my son and I went on a cruise and I brought this and I put our tech accessories. We have those little mobile chargers. I put, one of them was for that. And then I had cords in another one. And then I had 2 pairs of glasses. So, and then I love that there's a hook because on cruise ships, as you know, there's lots of hooks or some of you might know, like that's the easiest way to stay organized is by utilizing the hooks on the walls and the doors inside of those small little cabins. So it was so handy having this just on the back of the door, easy access. I would put the hotel key in one of them. So we always knew where the key was when we were leaving. So anyway, I think it's really nicely done, really great quality. And as I said, this is the tan, but in the carousel, you're seeing the black, which maybe I thought more men might like the black, but maybe not. I mean, both of them are stunning. So really fun. Busy says, I do love you have the organizer, don't you, Busy? If I'm remembering correctly. Do you have this? Or one like it? I forget. I think you do. Anyway, that's another good one. Oh, I got my AirPods in here and I don't even have them with me. I have them, but I won't go get them. I put them in there at the last minute because this is a new pair for me. This is the AirPod Pro. And if you're wanting to get, kind of an extra special gift and you have somebody that travels a lot, they're such a nice gift. And not just travels a lot, but, we're all doing our Zooms and, a really quality pair of headphones is just so essential these days for those reasons. But what I find that I really appreciate on this particular pair is how rock solid that noise cancellation feature is. And I do travel a lot. So I'm in the airplanes and then there's babies crying and it's just loud and I want to work and be able to focus and concentrate. And if I put that noise cancellation on, I am in my own world. It's like I do not even hear what's around me. Now, and sometimes that kind of can bother me because it's so good. So I like that they also have a transparency option. And what that basically means is that you can listen to your music and it's, the speaker quality is insanely good. But you can be listening to that great sound quality and still hear everything around you. So that's transparency. And then there's the noise cancellation. So it is really the best pair of headphones. And I did a lot of research before I bought these because I needed a really good pair because I do so much of the live shopping. I do the HSN and I do lots of Zooms and all of that. And I needed not only good speaker sound, but I also needed good microphone. I needed it to be, ultra clear when I'm speaking. And so I really did research. I almost bought the Bose. I looked at all different ones. And in the end, I did. My brother had these and I kept trying them and I knew I loved them. And I always love everything that Apple does. And so I did end up getting them and I'm just so happy about it. So I had to put those in there because I think it's a great Father's Day gift. And the next one, oh gosh, I didn't bring this one either. Hello. Okay, this is the tech organizer. So I will just tell you that this is another one that I did so much research on because there's so many tech organizers out there and we all need one. And especially if you do have a man in your life who is professional, career, business, travel, whatever, I feel like that we have so many cords and so many chargers and all, tablets, and there's just so much of that. And for me, like the microphones and the cameras and all of that. So finding a really quality tech organizer that looks really nice, but that also it on the inside is so perfectly organized that it keeps everything intact and it keeps everything protected. And this particular one has, the cushioned walls, extra pockets inside, and it could be used for so much more than just a tech organizer. You could use it for anything, but it's a really, really good one. To me, it's the best one I have found, hands down. And it's, I wish I did have it with me because it's really so pretty. It's got a stainless steel little ornamental, kind of attaching the strap. It's really nice looking. I think you can see it there in the carousel. So, and who doesn't love a tech organizer? That's what Busy says. And it's so true. And so when you have that and you can get to those cords and everything is organized and, maybe it's the flash drive, whatever it is that you carry, everybody carries different things. So everybody organizes it differently, but this is a really, really good one. So, and maybe you want to put some sort of tech inside that and gift it together. I think that's always fun to do. So maybe you do the AirPods inside one of the little pockets of the tech organizer. Kind of a fun idea. Now this, I'm going back to Genius Pack again. So you guys know by now that I'm a Genius Pack fan, but this one is so clever and makes traveling so much easier. This is called the Genius Pack Flight Bag. And I'm going to show you a little video of it to give you the idea, but I'm going to show it to you first. So here it is. It's this little compact bag. But what makes this so genius by Genius Pack is that it is designed with these straps on the back here to attach to the tray table on the seat in front of you when you're in the air. And why that is so great, and just in theory, it's great, but when you use it, you will appreciate it so much. So why that's so great is everything that you need when you're on a flight, everything that you want to have access to, whether it is your cell phone or your magazines or your files or what else, your glasses, you name it, it all can go in this little case that attaches to the back of the tray table. And even when the tray table goes down, it's still attached, but it's just underneath. So you don't have to take it off for the whole flight. And so you don't have to reach down underneath, which we all know how difficult that's getting because those seat spaces are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, unfortunately. So not having to reach down to get a pen or to get your glasses or whatever it is, it's all right in front of you. And when you unzip this panel, you'll see inside, again, Genius Pack does always such a great job of labeling everything so you know what goes where, from the pens to the passport to the chargers and business cards and headphones. And, it's all labeled. It's roomy. It's padded. More pockets down here. And then another big pocket here, which for me, this is where I put like my files and things that I am working on. Tablets, which is, a cushioned ultra soft pocket here for those things, any tech. So handy. But then the other thing is it also has a trolley sleeve, so it does fit on the handle of your luggage. So when you're going through the airport, you've got all of those things easy access when you're waiting for your flight. Then you get on the flight, you take it off the handle, you attach it to the seat in front of you, and you feel like you are flying first class all the way. And whoever is sitting around you will undoubtedly ask you, where'd you get that? I need that. Because they see how easy it is for you when you're traveling versus them who are trying to lean down and get what they need or get out of their seat to get what's in the compartment on top. People that travel with kids, oh my gosh, if you're buying for a dad with kids, even if they're not using it for themselves, but my son has one of these, Colin. So whenever we travel, I've got all his games in here, his tech playing cards, gum, snacks, you name it. I just fill it up and it makes the flight so seamless. And he gets so excited when this comes out. That means we're going on a trip and this is going to be so much fun. So I love this. Let me show you the quick video. And again, I can't talk when the video's on, but you'll get the idea. So you'll see it fully styled out different ways, one for a kid, one for a woman, one for a man. And then you'll see exactly how it attaches to the tray table in front of you. So here we go. Isn't that so cool? I love that. And then I also just want to show you that it does have the detachable, adjustable strap too. So maybe your crossbody, if, just even going to the library, going to work, whatever, it can hold so much. It looks so thin and little, but I'm blown away by how much I can fit in here. So this is a great item for anybody. Like I said, kids, adults, men, women, anybody, not just for traveling. It's just so ultra organized also. So that's another one that I'm loving. And then the next one is another Genius Pack. Father's Day is just time for Genius Pack as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this one because it's a lot like the duffel and it's a lot like the luggage. It's got all those features of the, let's see, yeah, it does have it has the laundry compression, the laundry chute, tons of organization, built-in umbrella. I'm just wanted to show you that they do have it in the backpack form because in case your guy loves backpacks, which, they're so popular now. And also, again, for graduation, oh my gosh, this is just a home run. But this is the first backpack that I've ever seen that also integrates a suitor, a garment bag. So just like that duffel, when you unzip the back, you see that it's got the built-in garment bag. So you actually can put a suit in here, and it folds up really nicely to minimize wrinkling. And then you've got the accessory pockets here for belts or ties or whatever it might be. So just so nice to, for the first time, be able to actually have a backpack and have a nice dress shirt in here or suit or whatnot. And it's got, I mean, it's just, again, that quality is so incredible, that cushion. So even when you're wearing this, it's that thick cushion that hits you right at the lumbar. So it's really nice. And the straps are cushioned, ultra cushion memory foam. So it's the most comfortable backpack. And the organization is just, as good as all their other items, top notch. And I'll just show you when you open this panel here. You'll see some of it there. Again, you're seeing laptop, the little labels that tells you what goes where, the laptop, the tablet, more pockets here. Just, it is that brand that thinks of everything and does it all first class, all the way. The quality is incredible. And just has those features that just make life easier, whatever you're doing or whatever your man is doing. Okay, so I'm just going to take a breather because I'm talking a million miles a minute, I know, and just introduce myself in case you just recently jumped on. My name is Marcy McKenna. Welcome to Amazon Live. And in case you're watching from YouTube or Facebook, I love that I can broadcast everywhere at the same time. That's so fun to me. That's so high tech. So anyway, welcome. And I would love for you to follow my storefront if you don't already, because I am doing a giveaway tonight and I love doing giveaways. I do them frequently. So as a follower, that makes you eligible for all my giveaways. And of course, you do have to be present on the live to win. But if you are a follower, you're eligible. But you also have to pay attention because at the end, I'm going to ask a question about something I said earlier. And whoever gets that, and I've got a couple people on here who have already won giveaways, and whoever gets that, Busy, I think Rita is still here. She has won at least one giveaway, maybe two. I wish you would have added packing cubes. I will never travel without them. Rita, that is so funny that you said that because I had the packing cubes in and I felt like I just had so many items that I had to take some out. So I took them out. But I love packing cubes. I agree with you. I would never travel without them. I used to travel without them, but once I discovered them and I started using them, game changer. Everything is so organized, so easy to pack and unpack. I love that I get to my hotel and I just take the cubes, put them in the drawer, unzip, and that's it. And everything stays perfectly organized. Time to go home. I just zip them up, put them back in the suitcase. So simple. So they are brilliant. And so yes, they're not in my carousel right now, but if you go to my storefront and you go to, actually many of the categories have them in it, but gifts for, let's see, travel for him, I think it's under that category, or gifts for him. And so those are my favorite ones because Genius Pack makes compression packing cubes. And I also have a set for females of compression packing cubes. And why I love them so much is we both utilize that, that specially engineered stretch mesh fabric that compresses the contents by up to 30%, which means you can pack more into your suitcase. I try to put it all into a carry-on so I don't have to pay those ridiculous baggage fees. But either way, being able to compress everything, not only for space saving, but when you compress it, what the key is, make sure that everything is kind of a uniform size and you've pressed the wrinkles out as much as you can. And then when it's compressed, it's not moving around. And that's what causes all the wrinkling when we travel, when we open our suitcases and things have been shuffling around. That's what causes the wrinkling. So when you pack with packing cubes, it's secured and pressed into place. So when you open it, as long as you've, smoothed the wrinkles out before you closed it, you're not going to have wrinkles. It's so nice. So I agree, Rita. I should have included those because they're a great gift for Father's Day. Fantastic. And the quality of the Genius Pack are top notch, as everything they do is. And it's a pack of 3. It's a small size, medium, and large. So highly recommend. Thank you for mentioning that. Okay, this one I have here. If you are gifting for someone who has a dog or loves a dog, I love this gift, and I gave this gift for Christmas to a couple people, including myself, because I have a dog. I have the most special dog on the planet, in case you're wondering. Her name is Coco, and she's a black lab, and she is my BFF for sure. And so I had to get her a very special leash, and everybody laughed at me. They're like, because it's kind of, you know, it's not just a regular simple leash, but I'm so in love with this thing. At first I thought, is it so gimmicky? Am I really going to use the features and all of that? Oh my gosh, I love it. And I will keep gifting it and gifting it and gifting it. If you're a pet lover, Busy has 2 dogs. So Busy, pay attention because you're going to love this. First of all, I'm going to go through the features. So comfortable to carry. I love it. I love, and it's clean. I don't know. For me, when I had a regular leash, sometimes I would let it go and it would go through the sand and the water and the yucky, who knows what. And then I pick it up and all over my hand. So this is one that I always hold on to. And if I want to let her go, I'm just going to release her. And then, so it's always clean. I love that. I love that it's got the retractable very easily. Now I've had this for over a year. Let's see, a year and a half, because it was Christmas a year and a half ago. And this is my actual one, and I have had 0 issues with it. So the quality is great. So many times with retractable, they can catch up and, then they stop working so quickly. This has been great. And then it also has the locking button. So if I want to walk her real close to me, if other dogs are coming by or something, I can just lock it wherever I want, and then she can't pull any further than I've locked it. So see how that works? Now I live on a little island in Southern California called Balboa Island. And so I do love walking Coco at nighttime around. There's a big island and a little island. We live on the little one. And so it's such a nice walk at night, but I do get I wish that I could have a flashlight. And I've always thought I wish I could remember to bring a flashlight. Well, this has a built-in flashlight, as you're seeing there. And so it's comes with a USB cord. So you just charge it right there. And the charge lasts a really long time. I don't know exactly how long, but whenever it runs out, I just remember to plug it in. And then the next time I go for a walk, it's ready to go. And I use that all the time. Like even just because you're cleaning up the poop and all of that. And so at nighttime, just being able to kind of see where it is, or coming back to the door and having that light shine on the key is great. I really love that feature. And then back here, we've got a built-in. This is for the doggy bags. Now you'll see mine is empty because I ran out, but I did order the replacement. So I'm getting new ones, but I love that too, that they're always there. I never have to think about it. I never have to go, oh shoot, I forgot a bag. So they come with the little spindle, and you just open this up and pop them in there, and it pulls out right here. So super compact. It's lightweight, yet super sturdy, just so well designed. I just really love this. I think it's a super fun gift to give. If you have a dad or a brother or whoever it is that loves their dog, this is a great gift that they'll really appreciate. Now, I mentioned my dog is a black lab, Coco. She weighs about, I think it was like 85. So this is, plenty strong for Coco. I will tell you that. And yet it's sized where it could be for a little dog as well. So it's a very universal size. And I don't know, I can't see it here in the carousel, whether it comes in different sizes. I bet it does. Lindsay, if you are on here, can you tell me that? Anyway, this is the one that's in the carousel is the one I bought. So that's what you're seeing right there. So I love that one, as you can tell. This next one I did not bring with me. I almost did, but I lifted it up and it was too heavy and bulky. And I thought, I'm just going to tell them about it because I think it's a really fun Father's Day gift to give. And that is a universal stainless steel pizza grill that sits right on top of your barbecue. So if you have a gas barbecue, you put this right on top, and it's got a pizza stone, and it makes the most amazing pizza, just like from those, the homemade, the bubbly crust, that best pizza. We have a couple of those pizza places right in walking distance from our house. And I love the pizza. And so when I saw this, I had to get it. And I think the price on this one, actually the one that I have is a lot more expensive than this. This came out later. So I wish that I had this exact one, but they're pretty much the same item. And I love that this one also comes with the pizza, the thing to put what do you call that? The pizza spatula, whatever. to put the pizza in and out. And if you want to get the even crust, then you're going to want to turn it so you can pull it out, turn it, push it back in. Comes with the cutter. I just think it's so cool and so fun to gift. And I think that's a really great price point for that. And the way it works, the height of that grill or the oven, the stainless steel part, it's just so perfectly designed to give you that real bubbly crust. I think so, at least for me, when we would try to make pizza on our own, I would always find that the bottom would cook, but the top wouldn't quite right in the oven, and it just never worked right. So when we got this, that was what put it over the top and made me feel like we're in a pizzeria. So I love that. And even if it's just for yourself, if you're someone that has a grill and you love pizza as much as I do, I think it's just a fun addition to your kitchen or your garage to bring out onto the grill. So I had to include that one, even though I didn't want to bring it into my office. So you have to forgive me on that one. This is another, you guys, not that all dads drink beer, but this is another beer one, which in case you jumped on late, I think I showed you the corksicle, which takes, 1 second to take the cap off of a beer. It's super fun. But this one is really cool too. And this is called the Icy Bev Cooler. So lots of features built into this that I think are really great. So for starters, it is that double wall insulated, so it's going to keep cold beer cold for a long time. And this company, Grand Fusion, is another one of those that just does quality. They're very innovative. And so the combination of those two, in my eyes, always makes such a great gift. So the top is also a beer opener. What do you call it? Bottle opener. And then inside here, I've got a Corona again. But so you can use that, just open it like that. So I love that that's built in. Now, also built into the cap is this. So depending on what you have inside, if you want to close it, maybe you're drinking it and then you're going to go somewhere, you can just put that in. So it's got the stopper, puts back in there, and then you can put the top on. Now this unscrews like this. Okay, so you can either keep it on, so it keeps the whole thing nice and cool, or you can take it off and you can use it as a koozie for a can. So you can use it for bottles or for cans. I love the versatility of that. And again, that double wall insulation is going to keep a can nice and cold for a long time too. So it's really nice that it's, the first one that I've seen that's really created for both bottles and cans. And it's got that great insulation. It's got that bottle opener built into it. And then this also comes with it because there are different size bottles. And so this is almost like a riser that fits inside. In case it's a smaller bottle, you just kind of put that inside and it raises it up so you can use it. So this is another one of those, well-priced, great gifts. And maybe you put a bottle of beer in it and there you go. Put a bow on it and you're done. Or in a little wine bag or something fun like that. Or maybe get the puzzle. You could do that too. Lots of ideas. Love that corksicle, wine coolers. Yep. Oh, yes. Perfect for wine coolers. You're right. And even those White Claws and Trulies. I mean, there's so many different kinds of beverages now that you want to keep cool, especially going into the summer months. So items like that are just, they get used and they are loved. So those are fun ones to give. And another one, my gosh, I've got lots of alcohol related gifts tonight. I don't know why, but I just do. And this one is pretty great. So if you have a man in your life who loves his scotch or his whiskey or whatever it is, the fact that this is an insulated, double wall insulated cocktail glass, rocks glass. So, they have the whiskey, what's it called? The stones and things to keep it cool. And then they have, all different kinds of solutions, but I've never seen like a real true cocktail rocks glass that it comes with it and it fits inside. And so it's going to keep the cocktail nice and cool because no one likes to put ice in it because then it melts and then you have a watered down cocktail and that's no fun. So maybe you have a little bit of ice or maybe it's just chilled to perfection. And then once it's in here, it keeps it perfectly chilled until the last drop. And what's really nice about this is your warm hand is not touching the glass like it would if this wasn't on there. So as soon as your warm hand, 98.7 or whatever the temperature is, touches that glass, it immediately starts to melt it, and you lose that ice cold drink that tastes so good that way. So I think this is so nice looking with the stainless steel band, the matte black, really nice, and the quality is just top notch. I mean, you feel it. It's substantial, and it does the job. And so it's a real problem solver that's also kind of gorgeous, and just a thoughtful gift for someone that, if they have their cocktail that they love, or it could be a soda, it could be sparkling water, whatever it is. But just the fact that it's not going to sweat, you're not going to get the rings on the coffee table or whatnot. So there's no perspiration that's going to happen if you are someone that lives in those hotter areas, and it's going to stay cold. So super fun gift. And it's, these are those items that I love giving, things that no one has seen before. There's versions of things like that try to solve the problem in a certain way. But to me, that does it in a really clever way that really works. And it also looks so nice. So that's, to me, a great combination. Okay, another kind of fun gift, and I have two of these actually, and I gave one to my dad. This is, if you have a man in your life that you guys like to entertain outside, or just have dinner outside, or not, or maybe sit out, I don't know, anywhere outside where you have an umbrella. This guy is an umbrella light. So, but it's much more than just an umbrella light. And I'm going to show you everything because you guys know me better than that. I wouldn't just give you a simple umbrella light. So it opens like this. It's going to go right around the base of the umbrella, or the, what do you call it? The pole of the umbrella. And then it secures into place. And it's got, these are silicone little fingers that are adjustable. So no matter, there's the different size poles, this is going to fit. It's a universal fit. But what I love, it really creates such a nice ambient light if you're eating outside in the dark. And instead of just, I love candles, but I think it's like a 48-inch round outdoor table, and there's just never room for candles with the food and all of that. And so being able to have this on our umbrella, and it's such a beautiful light shining down. But in addition to that, it's got built-in speakers, and this is Bluetooth. So it syncs to your phone. So you can have outdoor music while you're eating, while you're chatting and having a glass of wine outside, and that lighting. And it also, the whole thing syncs to your phone, so you can adjust it. And it's got, I think, 7 different light functions. So if you are someone that likes to have fun with lighting, and you can rotate the light, I just do the simple white light, but it's kind of fun to have all the different options also. And it's all operated from your phone. And I had one of these before that didn't have the speaker, didn't have all the bells and whistles, and it was battery operated. I found myself constantly changing the batteries, and batteries are expensive. So when I found this one, I was so happy because it is rechargeable. So it comes with a USB cord, and you just charge it right there. And then you can adjust the settings here. It's also a charger. Like when you're in a pinch and you need to charge your cell phone while you're outdoors, it's got the USB charge port. So you can even use this as a charger. So, you're camping, maybe you're an RV person, and wherever you are, lightweight, thin, slim silhouette, so easy to pack and bring with you at the park, at the beach, anywhere where you need that lighting as it starts to get dark. This is so fun to have. And you've got the music. So cool, so affordable, such a fun, clever gift, and something that they'll actually use. So I love this one. Okay, does anybody have a favorite so far? I'm dying to know if there's anything that you've gone like, wow, I have to get that. And if so, what is it? I always like to ask you that because I'm doing these for all of you. So when I get a sense of what your tastes are and what kind of things, really make you perk up and that you get excited about, it helps me. So I would love to hear if there's something that you're really loving. Busy made a comment about, I think she was talking about, she has 2 dogs, and she said that looks heavy. So I think you're thinking that this looks heavy. It's not. I wish I knew how much it weighs, but it's so, ergonomically designed that it's so comfortable. I've never found a leash that I enjoy actually carrying and holding and walking my dog with more than this. The handle, as you can see how it's the molded It's just really, really comfortable. Is it as light as just if you had just a plain leash? No, of course you've got a little added weight, but not much. Not much. They did a really good job with that. And I was concerned about that when I bought it. I thought, would I really use something if it's clunky and heavy and all that? I am sold forever on this guy. I really am. Let's see. Someone likes the luggage and the corksicle, the neck wrap for sure. In case you missed it, you guys, this memory foam, bendable, customizable, sleep against the window when you're traveling pillow. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's one of my very favorites. Busy loves the leash, the flight bag. Yes, the flight bag is so cool. So cool. Such a problem solver. What was my favorite? Well, am I done? Oh, I am done. I thought I was just taking a break. Oh my gosh, should I really go through them all? What was my favorite? Let me see. Well, it's probably not. What do you guys think my favorite was? Does anyone want to guess? Actually, I'm going to do that. Whoever guesses which one was my favorite first is going to win the giveaway. And the giveaway tonight is, where is it? We're doing a corksicle giveaway. I love my corksicle. You guys, the reason I want to give this away is because I can't wait for one of you to gift this to someone and to see how fun it is to gift. I mean, everyone goes crazy and they just want to keep opening bottles because it's just so fun to do. Is this already off? No. So, in case you missed it, I love this thing. You just go like that and the cap is off. Just like that. And it goes inside there. So cool. Okay, let's see. There are too many. Pajamas, love the corkscrew, pants. Okay, any other guesses? I have to make sure I've seen them all. I'm looking around. There were so many tonight. Okay. Well, my favorite of the night, you guys know me way too well. And who was the first one that said it? Let me make sure I have the right one. Pizza stone, eyeglasses case, pants, corksicle, blah, 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 blah. Okay, my favorite. Drum roll. Let me get it. My Paul Frank faux denim pajama pants. I love these. I love them. I gift them all the time. I wear them. I give them to guys. I give them to girls. They're so much fun and they're so soft and so comfortable. And so the winner, the first person that said it, I believe, was Busy. But wait a second. Did Busy already guess other ones? What was your favorite? Yep, LOL. Nope. Her first guess was pajamas. Busy, you won. You're not winning these, but you are winning the corksicle. And this is called the decapitator, which I think is the most clever name. I love it. Love it. So if you are on here and you have never been here before, I want to thank you for coming and be sure to follow because as you saw, Busy just won a decapitator. So I do these giveaways and to be eligible for the giveaway, you do have to be a follower. So make sure to follow and then you'll always know also when I go live, which is every Thursday at 5:00 and it's always something different and something fun. And these are not items that I'm paid to talk about. Like people they don't just throw items at me and I just talk about them because I'm supposed to. These are items that I personally select. I take a lot of time doing it. I have a lot of pride in the ones that I pick. I have so much fun doing it. And they're all items that I have tested or used or gifted or something so that you know they're vetted because we all know that shopping on Amazon can be overwhelming. It's got to be more than that now, but the last count I heard is 90 million products on Amazon. And as time is going on, we're finding that there's, it could be any one of these things. It could be this, but there's 5 different, maybe 10, 20 different companies selling the same one. And how do you know which one's quality? And how do you know, so I really like being able to do that for you guys is to kind of be that guinea pig and try them out. And so the ones that I'm showing you are the best of the best. And if you go inside my storefront, which I hope you do, and you look around there. I do product videos where like 1 to 2 minute videos on the ones that I really love. So you'll see kind of how I use them and or gift them or whatever it is. And they cross all different categories from beauty and skincare to gifts for guys and, things for the home and organization and travel and you name it. And then there's also categories that I organize all the things that I pick into different categories that makes it easy for you, whether you're gifting and you go to gifts for guys or gifts for girls or must have travel items or favorite fashion finds. Oh my gosh, you guys, Amazon fashion is starting to be amazing. And I've been buying them. I've done a couple Amazon fashion lives and I've been super impressed. So I'm starting to really build that category inside my storefront. So take a look at my favorite finds. It's just so much fun for me. And what I keep hearing from all of you is that it makes your shopping experience so much easier because you just, instead of sifting through it all, you can go into my storefront and, kind of find the best of the best within whatever category it happens to be. So I'm so glad that you found me, that you're here. Thank you. And I want to wish you all a wonderful evening. And I will see you all very soon. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.